What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, Demo's Diecast. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Shout out to all of our returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you. And welcome to any first-time viewers or new subscribers to the channel. Welcome. Today, set up in the parking lot at Tiny Town, we have some Nissan R35 GTRs. There are two different brands represented here. On the far left, we have N64 in the OEM stock-bodied R35. We have the Tomica Limited Vintage Neo in the NISMO R35. And then we have another N64 in the NISMO R35. So, these are out in anticipation of today's video. Boom. Another MotorHelix 164. This is the Nissan GTR R35 Track Edition, engineered by NISMO, 2020, dark metal gray. Yes, sir. Let's get this out of the package and take a closer look. Boom, there she is. Beautiful. So we get the same packaging and presentation as we got on the modified R34 Bayside Blue with the Volks. And we checked that out a few videos back, so if you missed that one, go back and check on it. But they gave us the same base, same packaging, the little cloth inside, all of that. Beautiful. We get the little plaque on there as well. Not numbered or anything like that, but not a huge deal. So let's take a look at the car. First thing that stands out is that beautiful gray paint. Looks excellent. Kind of like almost the same color as the NISMO CRS that you would get on like R34s. I'm not sure if it is that same paint, but it looks very close. So, but so far this thing looks excellent, and super happy to be able to lock down a different manufacturer in an R35. So right off the bat, door handle detail looks decent. We do get nice defined body lines, and then also lines here for your doors. Mirror detail looks really good, and we do get reflective on there. Super sick. We'll take a look at these wheels. So we get some black multi-spokes. You can see the gold caliper back there behind it. Excellent. And then same thing up front. You also get the gold caliper there. You get your GTR badge there with some venting here on that front fender. Obviously, it's not going to be cut out because it's very small, but looks like pretty good detail on it. We'll take a look at the rear. Lensed up taillights look excellent. Maybe a little bit of a fitment issue on this one here, but other than that, they look amazing. Probably some of the best R35 premium taillights that I've seen. GTR badge here on the rear bumper with your Nissan badge, and then your R35 wing. We get burnt titanium exhaust tips. We get a little bit of a rear diffuser down here with a rear either fog light or reflector down at the bottom, and then a Nissan rear license plate. Excellent detail. This thing looks amazing. We'll turn around and take a look at the front. So beautiful lensed up headlights. Again, fitment looks excellent. Don't see any glue marks or anything. These look really good. GTR badge there in the front bumper. And then you've got your daytime running lights down here on the front bumper as well with some venting. It's not open, but it does have some texture detail to it. And then we get a nice front lip down here as well. It looks like they're only front lip pieces, so they only cover on the sides over here. That does not go all the way around. I'm sure that's how the car is in real life. And then we get the venting for the hood. Unfortunately, again, it is not open, but they did paint it black. And good windshield wiper detail on this model as well. And then we also got rear defrosters too. Forgot to look at those. This one does have a opening hood feature. Look at that engine bay. Wow. Beautiful. So this is the only R35 I have in my collection that does have an opening hood with a detailed engine. Everything looks amazing in here. So this is your intake manifold with your runners going down in. You've got your intake piping from your intercooler back into the throttle bodies. Air boxes here and here. A little bit of a reservoir down there. Radiator up front. Excellent, excellent detail. And they did give us a hood prop, so you can see this piece right here. Fortunately, the tolerances are tight enough to where we don't actually have to use it to keep it open. So it's actually pretty sick. But wow, what an amazing detailed engine. Beautiful. All right, let's get this thing off the base. We'll do our roll test. I really don't think it's going to roll. Tolerances look like they're pretty good, but based upon the MotorHelix R34 that we opened, and it did not roll. But we'll at least get it off the base. We'll do a roll test, and then we'll check out the base for any details. Boom, there it is off of the base. And so like our R34, unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be a reluctant roller. The other unfortunate thing is it looks like that brake caliper has moved. So before it was over here in the front. Yeah, so it's not a roller, but no big deal. Let's see if that rear brake caliper moved over here. So that one's still in place. So yeah, unfortunately, it looks like it's rolling with the wheel and tire, probably because it's so tight. So we'll fix this one and we'll get it back. But all in all, not a roller, but not a huge deal. I'm not very disappointed in that. And let's take a quick look at that interior detail. So it looks like they did put some paint on the seats there, around the edges. Texture detail. Inside looks pretty good. Steering wheel detail looks decent. So nothing too crazy in there. And let's take a look at our base. So wow, look at that. We got the full carbon under trays. So we get the carbon under tray up front. We get a carbon under tray in the rear. We got excellent exhaust detail coming all the way back. Wow. So because this is a NISMO version, I would imagine that's why we're getting all this carbon. We are screwed together and both screws are accessible. So if you did want to swap this or try to get it to roll, you definitely could. But all in all, this is beautiful. I love this carbon underbody. That is so sick. Very, very cool. So while we have these out, let's do a quick comparison. So here we're looking at the MotorHelix on the left, Inno64 on the right. It looks like these are going to be the same year and body style based upon the LEDs and the cutouts on the front bumper. Headlight detail, I think the Inno looks a little bit better. The MotorHelix, it looks like the headlights are kind of pushed out a little bit further. Hood detail looks about the same. Front bumper detail looks pretty similar. Take a look at it from the side. I think door handle detail goes to the Inno64. Size-wise, everything looks pretty much the same. We'll take a look at the rear. Both get the burnt titanium exhausts. Taillights, I think, are a little bit better on the MotorHelix. The badge for the Nissan on the Inno looks a little bit nicer, as well as the GTR badge. The Inno gets a carbon rear spoiler. Both have the fog light down on the bottom. GTR license plate on the Inno versus Nissan on the MotorHelix. So base details, no carbon on the Inno64, but it is all covered up, and the exhaust detail looks about equal on both. So excellent there. And that Inno64 is a full roller, surprisingly. And then over here, we'll take a quick look at the NISMO Tomica Limited Vintage Neo. I think the Tomica has a little bit better headlights again. Carbon print looks good on the hood. These are going to be different years and body styles based upon that front bumper. We'll take a look at the side details. Door handle detail, again, looks better on the Tomica in my opinion. This is not going to be a real equal representation because you're looking at the actual NISMO version versus a track tune by NISMO. So you've got the rear skirts, the side skirts, and the front lip are definitely going to be different. We'll take a look at the rear taillights. I think, again, are better on the MotorHelix. This is all NISMO aero on the Tomica Limited Vintage Neo, so definitely going to look a little bit different as far as the bumpers go. And then last, we'll take a quick look at the Inno64 NISMO. So again, you're looking at NISMO aero versus the stock body. Headlights, again, I think the Inno is a little bit better. Carbon hood on the Inno. Side detail, you're going to get the same. Door handle detail looks better. Same with the skirts, the side skirts, the rear skirts, and front lip. Again, you're looking at NISMO aero versus OEM. Take a quick look at the rear, and again, taillights look better on the MotorHelix. Both get the titanium exhaust, and yeah, everything else looks to be pretty equal. Again, no carbon on the Inno, but size-wise, pretty much the same. And then exhaust detail looks great on both. So, guys, let me know down in the comments what you thought about the review on the MotorHelix 164 today. Again, I'm absolutely ecstatic to lock down another brand of R35, and then also to now have an R35 that has an opening hood. So I do have an R34, R33, R32, and now an R35, all with opening hoods. So I love that for the diorama purposes. Again, it adds another level of realism. And all in all, I think it's just a great model. MotorHelix is making great 164 models right now. Excellent. So let me know what you thought down in the comments. If you guys haven't already, please don't forget to smash that like button. We appreciate you tuning in, sharing your time with us, and we'll see you guys very soon on the next one. One love.